Good evening, everybody. It is the Dark Comic Nerd playing Fate Grand Order at this bright, well, more like very dark evening, early morning hour. I won't say what time it is, but it is a quarter of the way through the early morning hours, and the snow just stopped here. And I am done playing Pokemon Arceus and doing some other fun things tonight. So I'm going to finish up the evening by doing a little bit of Fate Grand Order with you guys. Now, I know a lot of you that watch my videos don't actually play the game, but if anybody is starting to check out my videos um, and you guys are playing the game, this is something you want to know. Starting today, which is to say here on the East Coast time, starting at 11 p.m. yesterday, which is about 3 hours ago, 3.5. They started these dazzling compasses, which they'll be letting everybody get as a login kind of bonus every time you log in during this campaign they're doing. Um, and at the end of 7 days, which is typically how long a week lasts, which is why a lot of our normal login bonuses last 7 days and then recycle. At the end of the 7 days for here, you're going to get this new command code, which I mentioned, I think a couple days ago when we were doing our um, initial rolls for Odysseus. So there it is, guys. I think last year what they did, or one of the years, they actually did a thing for that Arthur Pendragon, and there was something special that they were doing there, and I think you could either get like I think they were doing a special wardrobe, but I also believe you could get something here. But I don't think at that time we were doing code casts or command codes, excuse me. So I don't know what they actually did. It might have just been a login to get the actual outfit. I don't believe so though, because I don't think I ever got it. I think it was something you had to get online, and excuse me, not online, something you had to get with the store. And I think at the time I just didn't have the resources and it wasn't that big of a deal. So we'll collect this up. We'll do this, guys. I'm actually Shell of Remnants. That one, I'm surprised I actually need that much of it, but I do, apparently. I apparently have been using a bit of that. Now, we managed to get along a good ways into the event, which, because I can't say the name of the island correctly, I'm going to not do it as often as I can. But the Section 3 is out, and it's going along rather interestingly. Basically, the idea is if any of you have ever read the Odyssey, Circe had a thing for Odysseus, but he wanted to go back to his wife. He never held out hope that his wife was waiting for him, and he wanted to get back to her. So even though Circe was willing to give him all this stuff, he basically rejected her. And if I remember correctly, the idea was he had to rescue his crew, had been turned into animals, and get off the darn island. This takes a it takes a more anime approach to it, and it actually takes it where Cersei is I don't want to say she's still in love with him, but she ends up back on her island where she lived. Odysseus ends up there somehow, but he has memory loss, and she's now struggling with how do I feel about him, especially since he can't remember me. And that's where they're going with the story, and it's not bad for somebody that actually likes a little bit of romantic. I don't want to call it romantic comedy, but let's just call it romance, but not this hardcore mushy crap. Um, so it's laced with some interesting moments, especially because she comes across in the typical anime trope fashion where she's all shy and blushes a lot and basically tells everybody to shut up, who calls her out on exactly what she's thinking, which is she's still in love with the guy, or at least it looks to me like she is. But I guess we'll have to wait and see how this is going to end. In the meantime, they're plugging along through this little micro singularity, and I have a hunch that well, let's just put it this way. I think my theory says that the singularity is on her island because of it's formed by and the fact that Odysseus was summoned too with no help from anybody else makes me think that the singularity is leftover regret she has for what happened, and this is going to just be a little side event thing they're going to do. It actually seems like it would have been something nice for Valentine's Day, but we are now into a new month, and with the fact that we're into a new month, everybody. Ah, yes, I forgot. They are doing this. I forgot all about this. So we already have one of these. So from now on, these particular command codes, these 3-star ones, are going to be available. I do want to trade in for this, guys. It is a limited time CE. Sorry, guys, I had a brain cramp because I was thinking about how much money I just spent on that. I think I'm still doing pretty good. It's gonna lower me. All this is gonna lower me down a little bit, but all in all, I think I'm still doing pretty good. Thank goodness for a stockpile. Yeah, there it goes. It does put me below 2,000, but now thank goodness all these wardrobe keys are still available for a really long time, or I'd be screwed. Anyway, so let's go into the present box, guys, and we're going to pull this out, and you guys can check out what it does. It's it's I like it. It's neat little artwork, um, but it doesn't do too much except increase the bond by 1%, increase your Mystic Code experience by 1%, which is okay, but I don't get why they did this now of all times, but whatever. Because it seems like something I would have released during an anniversary thing, but unless it was released because of the 16 million downloads thing, and I forgot about it. It's possible that's the other possibility, guys. I apologize if that's the case, because we could have easily done this. Well, since technically today's March 2nd, yeah, we could have only done so much yesterday, and we weren't doing anything. I'm actually checking to see if the lineup is what I said it is, and we're going to see if we're going to actually do a summon, which is exactly why we're here. I just was filling you guys in on some of the other details. Yes, Coup Altar is available. So we have a lot more summon tickets available. I don't like Ku's skills, but he is a badass, very powered character. He's an altar berserker, if I'm not mistaken. Is very, very strong. But like I said, I don't find it I particularly like him for any of his skills or his noble phantasm. But he's an okay character to have. So we are going to summon for him tonight, guys, but this is the way we're going to play things, as it's going to be interesting. This is how we're going to play things going forward with this stuff. When it's characters like Ku there, who I don't desperately want, I'm only going to do one roll, and that's it. Now, at any time, if we get Odysseus, we're going to probably stop, with the exception of possibly Karna and Vlad Berserker. And that's because that Vlad the Third Berserker does not show up very often. So, but that's probably the only exceptions we'll make to the rule. A lot of the other ones I already own or just aren't that big of a deal to me. So, Karna is a hard one to come by. But I did get Arjuno on random chance. So there's always a possibility, and we're going to kind of go with that. Just so everybody knows, there's our summoning odds. Getting Cersei is a 1.5%, Odysseus is 4, and Ku Altar is 4. And by that I mean 0.4, which means there's less than a percent, which is why it's always harder than spit to get these characters. Now, what we are going to do is, first off, we're going to do this. We are going to do this. And since the first one, ooh, no servants again. How interesting. I wonder if it's because we get a lot of. No, we don't get a lot of predominantly female servants from this. There are more than I think male servants, but very interesting. Very, very interesting. I have a hunch it has something to do with this current lineup of 3-star event craft essences you can get. As you can see, there's plenty of male servants you can get. So it's very weird. Anyway, so what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to bolster my odds. And we are going to do the usual enhancement. I have some craft essence that needs some attention, so we're going to work on that first. We are going to work on this one because since there's a couple different craft essences already available that'll let us do the same thing, I don't see a problem with bolstering this one up a little bit. I don't know if that's a good or a bad sign, folks. So it's going to be interesting. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to see if we can get any 5 stars tonight at all, folks, is what we're going for. And I might try to use up some summon tickets, if need be, before this is over, too. Oh, use one, get one. Now I can do a positive limit break on that. Well, I'm happy that CEs are mostly event ones, but I am disappointed that we're getting almost nothing but craft essences. Quite a bit, in fact. A little too many. There's a pause. That's good. Maybe. So always remember, guys, during this particular event, only male servants come up, which makes things a little more interesting. Yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned it, guys, but we are only going to, like I said, I might have said it. Oh, there we go. That's probably what we're going to get for our 5-star tonight. What a shame. Ooh. That was a good sign, maybe. I see a crackle, and it is a rider. Are we going to get who we want? We are! Woo! There we go, everybody. Nice. We got it on a crackle. I like that. I got a 5-star craft essence and a 5-star servant. You can't knock that. This has been a good roll. Not bad. Not bad at all. Still going to get our 5-star craft essence, even though it's garbage. And let's listen up. 神名オデュッセウス、限界した。人類史を救うというお前たちの大冒険。俺が幾ばくかの力となろう。前へ進むための一歩がいかに重く苦しいものか、多少は知っているからな。Okay, everybody, we're going to go over our new character, as we always do. One of the things I want to talk about is when we get to his Noble Phantasm. So I did get the opportunity to, as they always do with a lot of these events, they give you a chance to use the character because they want you to get excited about downloading him. So, very interesting stuff, guys. First thing you get for skill, resourceful generals aspiration, B++. So increase quick card effectiveness, art card effectiveness for all your allies. And here's the kicker. Apply target focus on all allies other than the one selected ally. So it's very interesting, guys. You get to select one ally who increases their quick and art cards, the blue and the green ones. But all the other allies, and I want to make sure I'm reading this right. Yeah. All the other allies are now target focused, which means the enemies can only hit them, which is helpful if you use it correctly. Now, the next one, devote thyself to one purpose, love. That one is obviously to bolster your noble phantasm. If I remember correctly, though, it also has an additional effect to it. I just don't remember what it is. Aegis, A, is going to apply invincibility. I do remember that. And also has an additional effect. I think it might have something to do with defense. I don't recall. But I did use both of them. His additional skills after the first one really make up pretty good for that. Now, there we go, guys. Protection of the messenger deity. Apply Pigify Immune and increase art card effectiveness for yourself. So, Cersei cannot Pigify this guy. I think that's funny as crap. It's so specific. Now, increase attack strength by 100% during this event. Now, it doesn't say it, but you're also supposed to be able to get a 50% boost in his bond level, too. Now, one of the things I want to talk about is this Troia Hippos, which I'm sure is not me pronouncing it right, because I believe when the I has that little apostrophe above it, it is pronounced a little bit differently. But since I don't speak Greek, we're just going to go with the way I'm aligned it, and you can slap me later. So this is an anti-nation. Increase NP strength for just this turn for yourself. Remove your defense buffs. So if the enemy has defense buffs, they're going bye-bye. And then deal heavy damage to your enemies. Now, what this is, guys, is it's the Trojan horse. It's what he's well known for during the war. But this is awesome. They make this a robotic horse. And when it launches out of a bay, similar to Voltron or other anime tropes. And then the horse transforms into a mech and obliterates everything on the field. It was awesome. I hope we'll get to look at it a little bit more, but it was freaking awesome. Look at this, guys. His luck is EX. Yeah, it's because they gave him that because he survived so much crap. He basically, I think, had more than the Trials of Hercules. Endurance, A+. And his magic is the next best thing at a B+. Profile 6, I had a hunch. And let's see what I already know. When he uses some of his skills, he actually puts his helmet back on and he looks really cool. I have a hunch. I know exactly what they were trying to come across with this. Why else give him a very metallic, futuristic-looking armor? Because they're trying to make him look... Closest thing I can put, guys, closest thing I can say is similar to something you would see out of Voltron. It's very interesting. I can't wait to actually send this character up to see what he actually does. So look at how many of those 3 stars. Oh, excuse me. We got from this, guys. We got way too many of these. What an annoying piece of turd. That sucks. But yeah, we did pretty good. We got the 5-star we wanted, not the other one, even though we could have got coup because we did actually get a berserker. But in this case, the game had pity on us. Yay for pity. So what we're going to do, guys, give me a minute, is we're going to take a moment and we're going to use Odysseus. We're going to try to. Okay. No. Too much extra stuff. There is some Valentine's Day stuff still here too that needs to go in the old extra folder at some point too. Yeah, there's another garbage one we're gonna get rid of. And where was one of the other ones we just got today, guys? It was junk. Garbage. Garbage, there's the one I was looking for. Yeah, I think it's good as we're gonna get for that. Okay, question is how screwed are we? We are close. Alright, it is time to go back to... Oh, sometimes you can go back to the previous event. Okay, so we're going to just start off on a light note. Or actually, no, you know what, guys? We're going to finish up exactly what we were doing. And we'll eliminate a bunch of these all at once. And now, increase C-Star gather rate by 200% and NP gain 10%. And we're going to get 2 bags of suspicious wheat every time we use this on stuff. So there we go, not bad. Okay, I almost forgot. My bad. 2 things we need to do. One is right here. Boom, thank you. Enhancement. Thank you. Boom. We need to get Odysseus. We need to set it up to the event bonus. Where are you, Odysseus? Where are you, you schmuck? There we go. Alright, we're actually going to use some of these. And we are going to... Oh, yeah, it's nice to have a couple of those available. And we are going to bolster him up right now. Sounds very wise. I like what they use for voice on that. Okay, so he's not a super strong character, but he doesn't have to be at this point. I just would like to see if we can show you guys what we are looking at as far as our new character and see if you guys can be... well, we have a good odds of trying to... show off his noble phantasm before he dies. So, because yeah, I love this noble phantasm, guys. So I wanted to take time to do a quick little quest here, real quick, and show you guys what it looks like. So much so that I'm not even gonna bother to wait and use it towards the end. We're going to use it on these guys right here in front of us. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty. We're going to take the pressure off him for a few minutes, though. Everybody else is target focus. And wow, we don't have a single other card of his to use. But that's perfectly okay. You guys got to see this. I love that. That is so awesome. They could have made it a little slightly longer, but that is not bad at all. I love that. That is an awesome Nova Phantasm. That thing rocks. Looks like it came right out of the arcade just about. Because there are... oh, look, now here's all his cards. Go figure. There are Fate Grand Order arcade games in Japan. Wouldn't be surprised if that's where they came from. You never know. It looks like he builds his NP gauge up rather fast too. I find that very interesting. Whoa, very quickly. That is going to make it very interesting. Keep in mind, guys, as I said, he gets a 100% attack boost while we're here. 100% attack boost. So he's doing massive damage. So this is going to be a really sick character to have during this. Look at that, guys. We already got... Wow. Just wow. I am so impressed. Let's do it. We'll attack with everything we have, even though it'll take an extra minute or two. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to love having this character. It's going to be sick. Definitely worth the time taking and doing a video tonight. We lucked out in night where we don't usually have that kind of luck. Usually we have to wait till the daytime to have luck a lot of times lately. Yeah, I had a hunch we wouldn't even need the second... Oh, what do you know? We do need the second Noble Phantasm. I admit I have not had a chance to check out the event store, guys. I'm going to take a chance to check that out right now and see what is going to be good in the event store. Okay, so all the male servants are actually getting a big boost here. It's actually very nice. Cersei's running the store. Can't say I'm surprised. So, here's the first summon ticket, which we didn't even have to use that tonight, guys. We're going to save that for maybe one of the other ones we'll do later. You do not get to hear her do voiceover too often, so it's funny to actually hear it. I love that. So it looks like we're not trading in a lot of our stuff for anything other than run-of-the-mill stuff when it comes in for the farming stuff that we're doing. We're just trading in for Blaze of Wisdoms and materials and so on and so forth. So very basic stuff. Looks like we could definitely use some caster pieces. I'm looking right now and doing the math. We couldn't get more than like 4 right now, so I'm not even going to worry about that. But yeah, we're going to try to get as much as we can, and that's really all you can do. So when the event first came out, we did this one, guys. We did the craft essence here, but the other 2 stores weren't open yet. That was what it was. I knew something looked familiar. And there we go, guys. Lots and lots going on tonight. So, since the materials are not used for any kind of particular craft essence, something special to be only used in the event, we're just going to keep racking them up until it's good to finally use them. Look at that, guys. I could trade in for 48 quartz anytime I want. This is doing great, guys. And we still have a bunch of money left. Like I said, we might try for Karna, and we might come back and do something for some of the other 5 stars. If we got NP2 for Odysseus, I wouldn't find that a big deal. But I wouldn't be against it either. But we'll see what happens, guys. I just wanted to give you a little taste of what's going on. Do a summoning, which we only did 1 summoning tonight, and we got a 5-star right off the bat. Considering all those ones we did before when the event first started, and we got squat. We got like nothing good, really, except for a couple of 4-star craft essences that were released for the event. But, servants were just, So, we made it up in spades, thank goodness. In the meantime, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If anybody out there is in my subscription or otherwise, and you like this video, consider leaving a like on, just hit the like button, guys. Just because I don't have a lot of subscribers, and I don't seem to know how many people from outside my subscriber pool are actually watching these. So if you are watching this from outside, consider hitting the like button just to let me know that you're there. In the meantime, guys, I also would love to hear your commentary. I would like to see this page doing as good as my main page, The Dark Comic Nerd. But I know that's a little tough, and things just don't always work out. But we'll see what we can do, and we'll keep plugging forward. In the meantime, guys, Wednesday is here. I am going to go pack it in for the night, and I am going to hopefully do another video within the next couple days, but we'll wait and see. In the meantime, guys, you have a great rest of your week, and we will see you on the next one.